Donald Trump's recent rhetoric about annexing Canada has ignited a firestorm of concern among Canadian officials and foreign policy experts. While some Americans may dismiss his words as bluster, leaders in Canada are taking them seriously. The Canadian Foreign Minister, Melanie Joly, has openly stated that these threats are no joke and that Canadians are genuinely anxious. This unprecedented tension between the United States and one of its closest allies raises significant questions about Trump's leadership and the global perception of American foreign policy. Recent polling suggests that Americans are not as indifferent to Trump's actions as some commentators assume. A Quinnipiac survey found that only 42% of voters approve of his handling of foreign policy, while 53% disapprove. On trade with Canada, an even starker divide emerges, with only 36% approval and 58% disapproval. These numbers challenge the common narrative that voters don't care about Trump's erratic statements regarding allies like Canada. If anything, they indicate a clear opportunity for his political opponents to highlight how reckless and destabilizing his leadership has become. Trump's justification for these threats follows a familiar pattern: false claims and nationalist bravado. He has asserted that the U.S. subsidizes Canada for $200 billion a year, and that the northern neighbor provides nothing of value in return. In reality, Canada is one of America's most important trading partners, with deeply integrated supply chains that benefit both economies. His framing of Canada as an artificial entity, claiming that the border is just a random line on a map, echoes the rhetoric of authoritarian leaders who justify territorial aggression by questioning the legitimacy of sovereign nations. This is the kind of language that has led to global conflicts in the past, and it should not be taken lightly. What's perhaps more concerning is the tepid response from Trump's political opposition. Many Democrats seem reluctant to engage with this issue, viewing it as another distraction in a chaotic political landscape. However, as journalist Brian Boitler argues, dismissing Trump's words as mere noise allows them to become normalized. History has shown that his most outlandish statements often foreshadow real policy moves. Democrats could capitalize on this moment to expose Trump's recklessness, highlighting how his erratic behavior not only threatens international stability, but also alienates key allies and damages America's global standing. The data suggests that independent voters, in particular, find Trump's treatment of Canada disturbing. With 64% of independents disapproving of his handling of trade relations with Canada, there is a clear opportunity to drive a wedge between moderate voters and the MAGA base. If Trump's rhetoric continues unchecked, it could escalate beyond words. His need to project strength, combined with a lack of advisors willing to rein him in, creates a real possibility that he may take actions to prove his threats are not empty. This pattern of behavior, escalating rhetoric, followed by increasingly aggressive moves, has played out repeatedly throughout his political career. The media, Democrats, and voters must decide whether to treat this as just another Trumpian outburst or as a genuine red flag for what could come next. The stakes are high, and ignoring the warning signs could prove costly. At In the Know News, we bring you the stories that matter, the ones that shape the world around you and impact your future. As Trump's threats toward Canada raise alarm bells, we will continue to follow the developments and examine what they mean for America's leadership on the world stage. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that democracy thrives when we hold leaders accountable. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next report.